Hello and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra deck guide. I am XDominut and I'm here to talk to you today about my new current favorite deck, which is Sejuani, Darius, Aggro. I'll go ahead and show you the list here. I'm only going to go over the core cards. I will kind of explain the concept of the deck as I go along. The first two core cards are Legion Saboteur and Precious Pet. They're your early one-drop damage dealers. Early in the game, you're going to be wanting to play the Precious Pet first because it is stronger earlier in the game when there are fewer 3 attack units available for the opponent. Legion Saboteur could get value on pretty much at any point in the game. You'll get that one chip damage. Right. The next core card I'm going to go over is Ruthless Raider. It's a 3/1 with Overwhelm and Tough. The tough aspect of this card makes it relatively hard to remove for the current meta spells. For example, Go Hard, can't kill it. Make It Rain, can't kill it. Vile Feast isn't super common, but Vile Feast can't kill it, right? For 2 mana, it's going to be dealing some damage, all right? If you play it on turn 2, there are not many 3 health units that can block that and not take any damage. The next really broken card in the deck is Troll Chant. This essentially works as a double elixir of iron that you cast at the same time. Because you can grant an ally +0/+2 and grant an enemy who's battling a different ally -2, -0. This effectively makes your units both 2 hit points tankier, right? Very, very useful combat trick in battle, especially to keep things like Ruthless Raider, Legion Grenadier, or Precious Pet, or Legion Saboteur alive. It'll really catch people out. Death's Hand is a secret OP card to be using aggressively in this game. Most of the units in this deck run Overwhelm. Because of the way Overwhelm works, if you deal 2 damage to an enemy in combat, if that enemy is blocking a Overwhelm unit, this hand essentially reads deal 3 to the enemy nexus. It is quite good, can catch people off guard. Or you could use it like removal, like you would any other time anyone dropped a Twisted Fate on the board. Iron Ballista is one of the most standard cards. You're always happy when you see an Iron Ballista in your hand. It's a 4/3 with Overwhelm. Very, very difficult for the opponent to remove because A, you're going to be having a lot of threats on the board. It's only a 3 mana card. And it's really hard to like chump block it without taking a bunch of damage. A 1 of Noxian Fervor is used to catch people off guard. Deal 3 to an ally, deal 3 to anything. You can do it to kill your own Legion Grenadier if you want to. Makes this card say deal 4 damage to the enemy nexus. Pretty good. Or other, high value tricks. I've used it one time, I think, not targeting the nexus. And that was because the opponent had a Twisted Fate that was about to level up. And if he did, I thought I was going to lose. But most of the time, you might just be throwing this at the nexus. Wolf Rider is one of the single most broken cards in the game if you're running an Overwhelm deck, right? It has the 4/3 stat line with the Overwhelm that you want, but the secret power of an aggro deck with high-end finishers is the Plunder proc, right? Getting the empty mana gem. It gives you a Captain Farron a turn earlier. It gives you a Darius a turn earlier. It gives you a Sejuani a turn earlier. All these things are so important. Decisive Maneuver is also one of the core cards to the deck. Give all allies +2/+0. It's very good because it removes a blocker, right? And you can't shadow block a Overwhelm unit. So all the damage will go through if the unit was set to block an Overwhelm unit. If it wasn't set to block an Overwhelm unit, you might be able to keep Legion Saboteur alive for an extra turn. Very good card. If you're wide, right? If you have many units on the board, getting +2 to all allies is super valuable. Darius and Sejuani, I don't think there's actually much to say about the two champions in the deck other than they're big, they're beefy, they're overwhelm units. You can use Sejuani's playability to grant a low health target vulnerable to make sure a big overwhelmed target is hitting it. Ancient Yeti, you almost always want to be playing on turn 4 if you are not going to be getting the Wolf Rider value on turn 4. All right, a 5/5 for 4 mana in an overwhelmed deck, it's very hard to deal with, right? You're going to be finding that the opponent's health, their Nexus health, is going to be going down quickly, and they are in deep danger of just losing by turn 6 if they can't rid themselves of your Ancient Yeti. And lastly, Captain Farron, he's the big boy, the big finisher, mostly because of the decimates in hand. If you were lucky enough to get the Wolf Rider Plunder proc out before you play Captain Farron, not only will he come a turn earlier, but you could drop a double decimate as early as turn 9. I'll go ahead and pop into a game. I'll let you see how this deck works in action, and then I'll make sure to put the deck code in the description for you if you're interested in playing it. So unfortunately, I forgot to hit the record button before the mulligan. I mulliganed away a decisive maneuver. That's the only thing I gave up. Here I'm playing against a Go Hard deck. He's as least likely to play Go Hard now as he is any other point in the game, so it's okay to play the Legion Saboteur. It's also okay to play the Brutal Serrator here, because if he goes hard, he's going to take 3 damage to the face beforehand. If he doesn't go hard, well then he's going to take damage anyway. This is actually interesting. Let's see if he kills the Raider. I don't think he's going to be willing to. He is. Okay, so he kills the Ruthless Raider. But the threats are not going to stop coming, which makes this deck so good. Next turn, I'm going to drop the Iron Ballista, and we should be pretty happy. I think he was considering Go Harding here. I don't know exactly why he's saving it.
A game. Go on then.
Turn 4, I'm going to open attack so I can get the Wolf Rider Plunder out. Gets me an earlier Sejuani. Right, no matter what happens, it's impossible for him not to take this damage. That 1 damage is all I need him to take. As you say, if he has Go Hard in hand, there are worlds where he blocks us instead. But we'll see. Okay, if TF's not drawing cards, I'm okay with it. Especially because I'm going to trade up here with the Plunder ability. Super strong, gives me Sejuani on my next attacking turn. Sometimes I might play it early. We're looking to end the game in 2 more attacks. Like, really 1.5 more attacks. So he drew Gohard from Zap Sprayfin. So I'm not going to Legion Saboteur because then he kills it. Maybe it's okay if he kills it. It's okay if he kills it. If he kills it, he leaves the Iron Ballista alive. All of a sudden, he's looking down the barrel of the quite aggressive weapon. Oh, what's Sejuani here? We want to make the Legion Saboteur attack the Twisted Fate. Okay, Withering Well here. Good card for him. Gets quite a bit of value. We do want the Twisted Fate to die. He's kind of close to leveling up, and we really don't want that to happen, right? We all know how scary leveled up Twisted Fate is. Pretty cool interaction. He's still going to take the 4 damage to the face because of Wolf Rider's Overwhelm. And now this game becomes very difficult for him to win. I can Captain Farron on this turn, right? Another reason why Wolf Rider is so good. It gives me that Captain Farron 1 turn earlier. And 2 Decimates will be enough. So Captain Farron, next turn I win with Decimates unless he can heal some. Not only that, but it also is going to enable...
Eyes open.
Yeah, good thing I killed that Twisted Fate there. It's also going to enable me to have lower cost Ancient Yetis. So there's really just no punish to this deck. It just really crushes Gohard. The only deck I've lost to was Quinn Scouts, or MF Scouts, excuse me. I felt like he had lucky top decks too. He hit 3 Make It Rains right off the bat, so it is what it is. He might just hit us with a concede. I'm really trying to think through all his options. He's played 0 Gohards, despite him almost certainly having at least 1. Next turn we're looking, next turn we're looking to open attack into Decimate. Alright, so you hit 1 Gohard. 2 Decimates still do the trick. Might make it rain here, but that doesn't even matter. And GG. So that is how the deck works. Really good. Highly recommend it. Deck code in the description. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll see you next time.